encourage all of you to do it if you can. I think it's a value-packed experience, and it's only 40 minutes away. Is that my phone?
Yeah.
No? Oh, that's all right. Okay. Family reunion tickets. There's the link right there. Please jump on that. I will be there. John Barentine is speaking on a panel on Saturday the 18th, 4:15 to 5:30, on a luxury panel. It's set the luxury standard for success in any market. So he is a great arbiter or example of what a luxury experience be like. Should be standards. Hispanic leaders in real estate. So inside of Keller Williams, you will find many subgroups and support groups and different ways you can have relationship-based referral through commonality, right? Hispanic Leaders of Real Estate has a lunch and learn on the February 20th, 12 to 2:30 at Family Reunion. There's an Asian group, there's a Friends of Bob group, there's a gay group, there's many groups inside of Keller Williams where people coalesce on common belief systems. And you should get in there and find some people, because referral isn't everywhere, right? This is just one. Hispanic Leaders of Real Estate is February 20th with a lunch and learn. Did you have questions, Tracy?
No, I think that might be. Did you say Friends of Bob?
Friends of Bob. Bill. Oh, Friends of Bill.
Oh, okay. I'm like, who's Bob?
Is it
I have no idea. Okay.
Yeah, I'm from the Bobs.
Yeah.
But, yes.
I thought it was like an idiom saying that you can find any group, but but
I don't know if there's a Friends of Bob. There's a friend.
okay.
Yeah, Friends of Bob. That's yeah. Trying to work it out as well. Here we go. Next is. I apologize for the noise.
It sounds like when like bees are about to attack.
They're blinding the.
Yeah, I know. Like,
Hank is going to be coming and doing a headshot day. Let's see. I know it's $125. It's a 20-minute session. He'll take hundreds of photos, and he will. Let's see the small print. What's that say, Charlotte? Includes access to all photos and one retouched photo. So, you look at the hundreds of photos, you choose one that you really like, and then go on there and he'll polish you up, right? Hank does a great job. He's a great photographer. So he will be here on Wednesday, February 15th. You get a 20-minute session with him. You could probably do a couple alpha changes in that 20 minutes, but Frank is
Frank. Bill,
he's great.
Bill, Bob. Yeah. Is Zoe doing makeup?
So we could if she wants. Not me, anybody else. All right, so there you go. Headshot day on the 15th, the day after Valentine's Day. So behave yourself. All right, next is that's from 9 to 1 p.m. by the way. Upcoming classes. All right, I find myself in the same place every time the slide comes up, and that is, where is everybody? Right? I mean, we had an amazing conversation this morning, right? And we did, right? And to the point that we were going to carry it off until tomorrow, continue it tomorrow. But there's only 7 people on there. It's if you're up, it's negligible not to be on there if you're not up by 9 o'clock. I mean,
And you're a night owl.
You're a
That's
night-
okay.
all
Be
right,
you, be
okay.
you. And you're
But you're on there, right? So it is a really great way to start your day. Get on there. I really highly encourage. The thing that annoys me the most is not more people take advantage of it. That's the only thing. That's,
It's okay. Whoever's there is meant to be there.
yeah, I know. But you have something so amazing, you want to share it with all.
Thank you, Joey. I agree.
Oh, my, no, that's easy. All right. Next is. Christie's for this week is tomorrow's define your value, generate your leads and grow your database. Then on Mondays, capture leads with open houses. Tuesdays, capture leads with social media. Excellent for everybody to jump in on. Also capture more leads, by the way. Capture as many leads as you possibly can. That is, I don't care what level of agent you are. You should be looking at how you can add on to what you're doing already right now, because this is an opportunity. I want all of you, when the maybe not floodgates open, but when the door opens a little bit more, that you guys are like running in place behind that door. When that door opens, you blow through that door, right? Not that you wait for the door to open and then you start your engine. Let's get your engine going now. Let's get your activities going now. Start touching people, start getting into conversations with as many people as you possibly can. So when that door opens just a little bit, you push through and you blow past that door, okay? That's the objective, right? Is that I keep you guys running and going and doing the right activities so that when the market starts to open up a bit, that you already have a machine going, and that you could take advantage of those early moments in either sellers coming back to the market or interest rates dropping, right? Because the agent that's restarting their business the day that interest rates drop, the runway to get up to speed is time. It's time, right? You know what I mean? You'll be there and you'll be in place and you'll be engaged and you'll be connected with your potential clients.
And that's 10 o'clock every day?
10 o'clock every day for these classes, yes. 10 to 11:30, give or take. Usually goes a little longer. But this is just one way. More. It's going to pop up again. I hope the 2-day session for 90 days. What's it? 100? How's it characterized? 100 contacts. $90,000 for 100 contacts, something like that.
Like 100K in 90 days.
100K in 90 days. Yeah. Hopefully, I think they're doing it in this month. So, next is tech, print marketing tomorrow. Opportunities overview on Friday. Command overview on Monday. Website 101 on Tuesday. Consumer app, probably one of the most underutilized prizes that's in your tech package on Wednesday. Lunch and Learn. Andy has a social media lunch and learn with Courtney and Aaron. They're going to be teaching. This is Andy. There you go.
Hi.
You were so still. I thought you were. It was just a picture of you. You want to talk about this?
Yeah. Join us tomorrow. It'll be myself and Courtney. Aaron unfortunately tested positive yesterday for COVID, so he will not be joining us. But Courtney is the head of our regional marketing and social media. It'll be great information. I'll admit social media is not my strong suit, but it is for Courtney. So lots of tips and tricks, and it's teed up perfectly for that other class you were talking about too. So
excellent. Hey, Andy, is Courtney run your social media?
she does all my graphics and stuff. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
But she's got all the information on, you know, how things work, how the algorithms work and what you need to do to get more views and things like that. So
Excellent.
should be good.
That's- All right, that's tomorrow at 11 a.m. and there's food involved apparently.
There is. Make sure you RSVP so that I can get an accurate head count, please.
Absolutely. Thank you, Andy.
Yeah.
Perfect. We'll get back to you in a second. All right, next is Rich Pisani. Today's class has been canceled. Oh, bummer. All right. Well, Rich, we still have.
Yes, I'm sorry that I had something come up that I couldn't get out of. So I had to cancel my class today.
You're only human.
Yes. But I do want to say something that maybe you all have heard, that you know, a federal judge has sided with NAR on the DOJ settlement. You know, the DOJ had backed off of their settlement agreements back in the end of 2020 or beginning of 2021. So that will be moving forward. They may appeal it, but we don't know. But basically what that settlement said is that we need to disclose to buyers what a buyer's agent is being compensated, and a lot of MLSs have done this on the public IDX side. They will show what the buyer's agent compensation is, or you know, an agent can't search by compensation. You know, you have to show all the properties, even if they're offering less than desirable compensation. You can't say that your services are free as a buyer's agent. You know, some agents would say, oh, it doesn't cost you anything, because it may cost them spending more money for the property, and that's what these lawsuits are all about. And finally, and this is going to be a tricky one, and nobody really has figured out how it's going to work, but all agents, whether they belong to your MLS or not, will have to have access to a lockbox. So supers they don't have to belong to your particular MLS in order to gain access to a listing. So that has to be worked out among the MLSs and the various lockbox.
What if your seller says no lockbox?
You still have to get, you have to provide access to agents who are not a member of your MLS or any MLS, really.
So it's about fairness of access, not lockboxes, correct?
Right. It's about agents having access to the properties.
So when you say lockbox, you mean a non-Supra lockbox, something.
Any lockbox. Super will have to, yeah.
Well, if you're using Supra and you're out of area, your key will not work, right?
Presently, yes, but in the future, it will have to. It will have to be enabled.
About
Yes.
global access. If you have a
Yes.
lockbox, it has to be a lockbox that everyone can access.
Right.
Not
Exactly.
forcing your client to use a lockbox or to have the property on lockbox. It's saying that
If
the
you are using
lockbox,
one.
if you're using one, it has to be a global lockbox. Is that
Right.
reading that properly?
Yes, basically. I mean, Supra has already been preparing for this, and most of us have Supra to allow access to anybody, you know, who can download the app.
The point is that forcing everyone to get a Supra, or do we have to additionally have like an old school wheel lockbox on the site as an option for people who don't have Supras?
No, because it will have to within the electronic lockbox systems, they will have to allow access to anybody.
Right,
Yeah.
but for agents who don't have, so is it saying you must, as an agent, you must have a Supra account?
No, it's not saying that.
Okay.
They
At
actually
least,
go-
at least I don't think it's, I'll preface it with, at least I don't think that's what it's saying. I mean, I don't really have the final details of the settlement, but I don't believe that is the case.
You have that one for me.
Yeah, because Rich, I remember a couple years ago, they made it so you could now, no, I don't use lockboxes, but they made it so you could no longer put a combo lockbox. You were required to have a super lockbox. That was something that we all got a notification about.
Oh, yeah, I missed that.
And I was like, well,
Yeah,
that's gonna
Rich
really
has
affect
I can
me.
tell by Rich's eyebrows that he's not buying that either.
Yeah, and I mean, nobody really, that was
Yeah.
something we all thought. And I thought, okay, so this would kind of void that rule. I
Well,
would
that's
assume.
okay, really. No, that's-
Yeah, I
Yes.
guess. Why do I? why
Right,
is it lower?
Well, you're gonna keep us up abreast of it, right?
I will, absolutely. And next week I will be in Indian Wells down the street from me at the CAR meetings, and there's a lot of things going on. I know that Pro Standards Committee, they're looking at procuring cause guidelines and such. So after the meetings, I will absolutely download you as to what happened there.
Perfect. And last week, we did recognize your accomplishment of becoming the president of being inducted as the president of the Southland Regional Association of Realtors.
Yes.
And we heralded your success, but you weren't there. So we, number one is we congratulate you. We all
We're
Thank
very
you.
proud of you,
we're
Rich.
very, very proud of you and
And thank you for attending, Joey, and I hope you had a good time through the actual installation. I don't know if you saw Paul, I forwarded the picture, but and Paul Morris posted it, I think, on Instagram. And it's all of everybody from Forward Living, all the offices that I broker, and Joey, you were in it, and Brian. So if you haven't seen it, I will send it to you.
Please do send it to me.
I will.
I do want to make an observation about the Southland Regional, that I'll share my opinion. That having been to events for both organizations, I felt that while the Southland Regional was just a bit more folksy, it felt very authentic. Like, I believe that, I believe in you, and I believe that you care, but I was also I found the past president very compelling and very thoughtful, and I felt like he really, he cares, right? And
Absolutely.
that means something to me. That's
Yes.
putting it out there, right?
I will say that Jeff Phillips, I see him, who was the immediate past president. I see him moving on to CAR and being leadership in CAR. I mean, I really do. I do see that, and he's a good guy, and I had the pleasure of being in his shadow, and it was very collaborative and a very good experience. And I will say, Greater LA's president, Tom Swanson, my husband, who worked on the Tonight Show, used to book him on the Tonight Show to do bits for, and it's a small world, as they say.
Star bartended with him. Yeah, well, I hope he's not doing a bit as president, but
No, he's a good guy. I like
I trust your assessment. Thank you again, Rich.
Thank you.
All right, the MLS in person tips and tricks, Tuesday, February 7th, 2 to 3. Okay, that's is that next Tuesday? Also February calendar is now available. It's in the master folder on the Google Drive. And so there's clickable links in there. You can download it to your desktop and just review it every day and click through to the classes that you want to go to. Thank you, Tati. If you do not have access to the Google Drive or do not know how to access the Google Drive, I would argue that you do have access to it. You just don't know how to access it. Paula can help you with that. And I meant to thank Paula for the calendar instead. Sorry about that, Paula. I'm having a name issue today. Andy, we're back to you. How about those?
Hi, everybody. Fed meeting today, no surprise, another 0.25% rate hike on the Fed fund rate. It now takes it from 4.5 to 4 3/4. The Fed conference is actually happening right now. We're looking to see what the tone is. I think that overall, not that they're necessarily going to be pausing, but they're really taking a look to see how inflation is being affected. And May 10th, you touched on it earlier. May 10th is the day. One of the biggest contributors to inflation numbers is housing and or shelter, as they call it. Shelter always lags. As it catches up, we're going to see bigger inflation drops. We're going to see the core inflation number come down as the shelter numbers catch up. Look for the numbers. May 10th is when we're anticipating. And as the rates come down, obviously affordability increases. That also ties to the wage report that came out as well. Wages are up pretty drastically. People that are staying on their jobs are seeing increases in wages. If we take about an increase of wages and a reduction of interest rates, which we've seen a full percentage point since November, as rates continue to come down and wages continue to go up, that affordability factor gap lowers, right? And so that's when we're going to see more people in the streets and buyers coming out from the sidelines. So that's what I got.
How about sellers? What's going to, you have any insight as to what's going to get sellers off the fence?
Well, I think me personally, I think one of the biggest problems for sellers is digesting paying higher prices and the higher rates for potentially making a sort of a lateral move in terms of property standards. You're going to pay more for a property because the rates are higher. I think people are just sort of waiting it out. Also, let's talk about the seasonality factor of it. Spring in general, the first part of every year usually starts out slow, right? People are coming out of the holiday hibernation. Spring is generally and historically a pretty hot time for sellers to start getting into the market of listing because they want to be in their new homes in time for the fall school year to start if they have kids, right? And so I think seasonality is going to be a factor. I think people seeing some normalizing and some drops in these interest rates is also going to get people off the fence. Applications are up like 30%, 40% for purchases. People are coming out of the sleep, if you will. So I think it's going to be a combination of a lot of things. I think it's going to be the interest rate market. I think it's seasonality. And people are going to start to feel a little bit better about this inflation conversation as well, as they see inflation numbers come down. And we see the Fed's tone lean more towards like, okay, it's doing its job. We've seen inflation come down from 9.1% in June of last year. Now we're hovering around 6.5%. So I think people are going to get a little less nervous and a little more confident in going forward.
What do you think of this characterization? So buyers start to come back, right? And the properties that are on the market are seeing more and more multiple offers, right? That's the next step, right? Because there's more buyers and they're gonna more multiple offers start driving up the prices. Then the sellers see, oh, prices are going up again, right? And buyers are, heavily engaged, multiple offers. I can sell my house at a premium again. They'll get into that mentality and then may pull some sellers off the bench that way too, right? No?
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
Yep, okay.
Can
All
I
right.
ask Andy a quick question? Are you seeing an increase in HELOC applications for home improvement? Because I'm wondering if sellers, from a data perspective, are looking to improve their current house rather than move, since we're so low on inventory.
No. The answer is no. And I think that's also because the cost of taking out a HELOC rates on HELOCs are substantially higher than they are in just a conventional first loan. And I talked I have had the conversations, and as soon as I say a HELOC is going to cost you probably 9.5%, people are like, I'm going to probably hold off on that. So, seeing a little bit of action on HELOCs, but not a ton,
Thank you, Andy. Yeah, that's too bad, right? Because HELOCs could be an opportunity, to Charlotte's point, in this moment for lenders if they saw it as such. Right?
People, I guess, are just suffering where they are.
I'm not suffering,
Well,
and
no,
I know
I'm
you're
saying-
not
I'm
suffering.
saying, You don't know.
Yeah,
That's
that's all I'm saying. I have a nice house, I got a pool, I got,
No, I mean, people that were wanting to move.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to look at metrics about like, what are they doing to stay and still change the
It's-
situation?
Well,
It sounds like
the
they're
HELOCs
not.
are high, they can't pull money out, or they're not incentivized to pull money out. So, it pushes them towards sale a little.
Yeah,
Right?
that was
A
my
little bit more.
thought.
Right?
Or they show up at Home Depot and try to figure out how to do it themselves.
Okay, Andy, thank you as always.
See you all tomorrow.
All right, I'll wear something cute. Next is Ben. How's it going, bud?
Hey guys. Wow, 9.5% for HELOC. Have you guys checked out your credit card lately? It's in the 20s, believe it or not. I think high 19s, 20, 21, 22% APR if you're running a balance. So that's pretty high. And then just add a little bit about what Andy was saying about sellers. I mean, obviously, if you bought a house in the last 2 years or so, and of course before that, you're gonna have a lot of equity. The problem is, moving to another property, you'll be paying more interest, you'll be paying higher interest, and then your payment is going to be higher because property values have gone up as well. So it doesn't really help anybody. However, I will tell you this: there are sellers out there in the tune of, as of today, 520 expireds were expired for LA and Orange County. So keep that in mind. If you guys want access to that, please let me know. And then two more quick things I want to just put out there that I'm doing. I just renewed my real estate license. Super easy. It costs $35. If you guys want access to that, let me know as well. And finally, Tracy and Charlotte, we're talking. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Ben. I saw some faces over here. Are we saying that you have a service that you can renew your real estate license for $35? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes, I just did it. Super easy, all online, and just reach out to me. I'll give you my referral code, and you can use it. I don't benefit off of it at all. It's just something that they want to do to grow a business. I've used these guys for maybe six times now since I renewed. Maybe not 6 times, maybe 4 times. Because 6 times 4 is 24 years. I don't think I've been licensed for that long. but yeah, probably around 4 times roughly or so. But yeah, it's a good deal. It's a good deal, and it's quick. It's all online. And then real quickly, I'm not sure if you guys been noticing your natural gas bill, you know, that heats your home has been super expensive, especially in December. If you haven't gotten your January one yet, it's going to be a shocker. However, the good news is, 68% drop in pricing for that starting February. So there is relief on the way. Just you know, this is from SoCal Gas directly. They were saying that a typical $300 bill last month should be roughly $125 in February. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
It was insane.
It's crazy, yeah.
The most, right?
I feel it's almost $600.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was 625 when it's normally about 120 in the winter.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
Same here. Same here. Ridiculous.
Oh my God.
Yeah. my December bill, I was gone for a week. I was up in Mammoth, and this still came out to be $350. It was total shocker.
Just
But,
crazy.
yeah.
DWP numbers.
That's why I don't look. Stress goes
Yeah.
on to my.
Yeah, I told my wife she can stop hang drying the clothes now.
Exactly.
I'm kidding. Well, thanks, guys.
Bye, Ben. Ben has 5 children too, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of
It's
laundry.
all the
David, are you on the line?
David is on the line. Good morning, folks. How are you? Happy Wednesday.
I love that.
And
that's,
Jonathan is here.
1990s icon you got there for the phone. It looks good. Retro.
What's that now?
It's all
No,
good.
no
It's
worries.
good. It's just me being silly. Go ahead, David. How
Nope.
you doing?
Anyway, I'm doing great. How are you all? Just a heads up, we've seen a little bit of an uptick in business. So I think, I don't know if that's a fluke or if it's a trend, but we're starting to get new business in. So that's a good
Yeah.
sign, at least for us, including especially with the interest rates where they are at the moment. So congratulations to those who are have new business, and
Excellent.
keep it going.
Thank you, David.
You got it.
Always been great support. All right, next we have Mary. And Mary, are you on to say hi? Okay, we'll move on to. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome, new agents. Oh, we got a big one. Look at that. New graphic, everything. We got Olya Natalina. We have Brian Brown, Ronnie Salazar, if you're on there. I think Ravika. Also, Ravika and her husband, Gregory. Yeah, and Gregory's on there too. Thank you. Robbie, who I think we welcomed last week also. Hunter, and Grady, who was out last week, and also Nash Carter.
Natasha.
Do not, no, I know, but don't put Natasha on there, but it's Nash.
Name, Natasha's my lead.
There you go. See, I told you. Was that correct, Nash?
Yes, Nash Carter. Thanks.
All right. Welcome all. Everybody here welcomes you and here is a resource for you. Grady Land, I know. Yeah, that's a good one. Here's some anniversaries this month. 18 years, is that what it said? 19 years. 19 years for me, 17 years for Sam, Matthew Udowitz 11, Scott Keller 10, Mark Reyes 3, Doncher 2. Let's see, Michael Flanagan 15. It's probably more than that, I think. No? You blink. So I should go down this row. I see where it goes. So it's me at 19 years. It's Michael Flanagan at 15 years. It's Pete at 14 years. John Barentine, he's also 19 years. We joined in the same year, 2004. Samantha Allen, 17. Trisha, 14 years. You and Pete, 14 years. Is it longer, really? Here, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. Alexander Pukachoff for 14 years, also Chuck is 12 years, Matthew was 11, Adam Pergamin 9, Sean Cheng 4, Stella 4, Scott Keller 10, Andrew Saunders 4, Peter McIntyre 4, let's see, Robert Mitchell 1, Matthew Kim 1, Carlos 1, Bayoff 2, Eileen Gill 2, Don Troy said 2, and Mark Reyes 3.
Stella.
Who did I miss? I said Stella.
Oh,
Yeah, I slipped her in. Welcome, I'm not welcome, what am I trying to say? Congratulations, happy anniversary is what I'm really trying to say. Today is Angela Bond's birthday, and tomorrow is Sylvia. Happy birthday, Angela. And Sylvia will reach out to you tomorrow. Abraham and Paulo Chun are on the 4th. Jen Raya is on the 5th. Charlotte, your birthday's coming up, Charlotte. You look good, girl. Keep it working. On the 6th. And Michael Cartagena the day after. Happy birthday, Michael. All right. There you go. David Hitt, you can clap if you want. Let's Virgin is close to Let's Virgin this week, and Clint Lohr. Congratulations, Clint.
Yay.
Whatever. Congratulations. Congrats. New escrows, Bates Hennington on Vermont, Rob Marin on Booley, David Hitt on Zitola, and Ridgecote for you. Thanks for making that one easy. Some closed leases, Christina closed a lease on Palmer, right? Keep it rolling. New listings, single family. Tracy Pence, you want to talk about eucalyptus?
Yes,
Beautifully staged.
I do. It is going to be open this weekend, Saturday and Sunday from 1 to 4. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. As you see there, it's almost, it's 59 square feet. It is done. Like there's nothing to do, even the unsexy stuff like insulation and stuff. It has little unique features, that are really cool, like heated floors in the shower and bathrooms, like that kind of thing. My clients were just like super diligent about anything done to the home, and they were just wonderful people. They did a great job. So, and they lived there and they enjoyed the home. It's on a corner lot. It's really nicely landscaped in a great area. I'm encouraging people to come to the open houses because it is in Long Beach. So if you can send your clients, just have them sign in or whatever. It's not a big deal. I honor that. But yeah, spread the word. If you know agents in that area, please share my listing. I'd really appreciate it. I'm kind of flooding it over there, but it's so nice to just have
More.
Yeah, more the better. So that's it.
Thank you,
Also,
Tracy.
if you want, I have a lot of videos for it. I have I have branded and non-branded videos, and I also have a Lego video.
Excellent.
There's a lot going on in Long Beach right now. There's a lot of new build.
It's really crazy too, because, well, this isn't a new build. It has really great original character. This isn't like the front of the house. I come from the front.
This is in a really great area of Long Beach.
Yeah, and it's one of those areas where in a couple of years, it's gonna be almost unaffordable, because it's almost like every other storefront is boarded and the next storefront is a brewery or a coffee shop. Or, and then it's like boarded. So it's like they're all kind of getting there to be, and this, I can't say walk, but it is 1 block from the Long Beach brewery. So they're, and the Wrigley coffee shop. So you can just.
Excellent. All right, let's move on to the next one, which is David Hitz. David Hitz, Verdugo, Crestline Drive in Tahunga is 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,440 square feet for just under 600,000. I believe, I could be wrong, David and I talked about this, that this is a development opportunity or investor opportunity. It has a really nice location, a nice lot, and the improvement needs improvement. Yeah, I'm gonna work that out for yourself. That doesn't help me at all. She said mantras. Dae Young Her. De Young has a condo on Grand, 801 South Grand, 2 bedrooms, 2 bath, 1,320 square feet for $860,000. Light-filled environment. Eileen Lanza, if you have anybody in Palm Springs, Eileen, you want to give us a little dance around the floor? You want to talk about it? Go ahead. There you go. Exactly.
Come over because.
Yeah, you
they
have to
didn't
come out.
hear you,
You
yeah.
got to come out of the box. I know it takes effort. It ain't easy being green. Come on. It's a beautiful, beautiful place.
It's beautiful.
Yes, use your finger.
Can't see you unless.
Jeff used to work in our office. He's my brother-in-law. It's their house. We were supposed to keep it for years and years and they need to sell it. So I'm a little bit sad about it too. 3 bedrooms, 3 baths on title. It's 2 and 2. The previous owner converted the garage. So there's a 400 square foot garage that's now like a kid's bunk room. It is so lovely to be there. Everything they did, walls, fixtures, furnishings are for sale outside of the loan. There's a pool. It's kind of a busy street, but there's this pool wall in front of it that helps you feel like you're set back.
There's a green wall.
Courtyard.
It's green wall, isn't it?
What does that mean?
Plants, like a whole wall of
Nope.
plant. No planting? No. Oh, it's a hardscape.
Stuff on
Oh,
Jeff.
not the first time.
So there's a courtyard when you enter. I was there this weekend. I had a good response. People come in and they're like, wow. And then they spend 15, 20 minutes in the house looking at everything she did. She has gorgeous Mexican doors from Burbank Salvage that were several $1,000s.
To Eileen's point, the people who did this house, they're curators. They're curators of, they've been doing it, they've been curating objects for tens of years now, right? They're social media influencers and they have a really great eye. And whatever they touch has a very intentional, whatever they touch is very intentional, right? So, it's the details are, it's all in the details. It's all in the details, right?
There's stuff
Yeah.
from
Agreed.
all over the world. in
Yeah.
that house, Including, it could be just the rose bowl, a certain light or sconce,
Yeah.
or a vintage duvet that she made a curtain. It's like an art, being in an art
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. It's almost done. I'm careful with those words. Because I don't know.
What's behind the-
Yeah, but it's pretty great. And then the backyard is probably 75% done. They have yard zen renderings, which are kind of fun. There's like 15 renderings of what the yard could look like if you took it to the next level. So it's a clean slate, pool, furniture, fire pit, stuff like that, but it could be amazing. So I'm sad, actually.
All right, we'll give you a hug after the meeting,
Oh,
but you know what might help?
what?
If somebody sells it, if somebody here buys it.
Yeah.
That would, well, if somebody, let's pass around the hat, let's get a down payment and let's buy the thing and we can, all take a chance using it.
And the response was nice because everything there is mid-century, everything looks the same, and you come in, you're like, wait, what?
You're transported, yeah.
And it's cozy and it's pretty great.
All right.
Can I ask you, I can't see what street it's on, not this view, I guess.
It's on Farrell, near the cute, adorable retro airplane,
Right.
which didn't bother me if I bothered somebody.
Okay, is it 6'2" or 6'4"? That's
6 area code is 6'2".
2,
And what's the price?
1.3.
Okay, because I know a lot of people.
Oh,
go
I'll be
for it.
there this weekend, so.
Come on by. All right, thank you,
Joey.
Eileen. All right, okay, I got a hug for you. All right, next is bucket list things. What do you guys? Yeah.
But I also, real quick about my Long Beach fund, I forgot to mention, the 4th bedroom thing is kind of rare there, and it's a true 4-bedroom. It's not a converted garage. The 2-car garage is attached.
It's not a competition.
No. I was like, oh crap, I should have mentioned that, because most of the 4 bedrooms out there are a converted garage, and it's not, and it's all one level.
Perfect.
It's your pocket.
Bucket list
Well,
things
it's
coming soon.
It's a coming
What do you guys have coming soon? Anybody have anything coming soon? Any pocket listings that they'd like to share?
I have a pocket, which I mentioned before, that we're not gonna bring it to market. It's a little
It will only be
overpriced.
sold as a pocket.
At this point
At
in
this
time, because the price is a little high, it's on Chung King Road, which is a walking street, so there is no parking.
Walking Street in Venice,
Chinatown.
Chinatown.
Um,
Oh, that's retail.
yeah, it's really quite large. It has a recording studio in the basement, a gallery on the first floor, 3-bedroom apartment, upstairs. The problem, just to be aware, is that the good thing and the bad is they knocked down the grocery store. They're in the process of knocking down the local grocery store. The crime has gotten pretty bad down there. But the reason they knocked down the grocery store was to build a massive high rise of units, retail, like Caruso's involved. It's called Harmony. It's a couple blocks away. It's on Broadway and College. And, you know, obviously that area got hit really hard during COVID. So, that's why we're not taking it to market. She does want 1.5 for it. Comps right now would probably put it at about 1.3. But if somebody can see what the future of that is going to be, once that Harmony is built and all the artists and everybody start coming back to that neighborhood, it's going to be worth quite a bit. But she would like to sell it. So if you've got anybody that's willing to invest in that area, it's very cool. It's very cool. Like Diplo's studio is a few doors down. There's lots of art stuff down there, and they finally had a Lunar New Year first time since COVID.
Puzzle pop.
It's both, because Chungking Road is a walking street where there's all these storefronts and galleries on the ground floor, and then people live up above. So it would
Sort of
be
like
listed
live
as
work.
both.
Live work, right?
It's lived work, yeah. The basements are not on title there, so it's on title, it's 2,400 square feet, but it does have a full basement, which is a recording studio. Like I said, it's got a bathroom. So as a rental, it could be rented out as 3 separate entities, or if it was one person that wanted the whole thing, which is the way they used to use it as a production company. It's also on a little bit, a corner is kind of a weird word, but there's an alley next to it. So it's a little bit bigger than some of the other units, and it's got varying access because of it, but obviously no parking.
But it does have a storefront vibe.
It has a gallery with really high ceilings. Yeah.
And it's a walk street.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. They were all, the whole street was built in the 40s, late 40s. It's very cool. It's just, right now it's a little funky, but it will get better.
Well, it was always a little funky, but now it's like, complex. I think. so.
She doesn't
I
really
would
want to
be-
live there as a single woman
Yeah, I understand that.
anymore.
So, all right, anybody else? Pocket listings, Tracy,
Coming
up
soon.
Nash, we'll get to you in a second. Here you
Coming
go.
soon, I have a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, single-family home in Sherman Oaks coming soon. I'll have more details later, but it has to be, we're gonna get people moved out and get it all going, but if you have anyone, keep it in the back of your head. 3-bedroom, 3-bath. It has like a front yard and a backyard, but it has like the kind of fake grass kind of thing, but it's
AstroTurf.
yeah, that, not a fan, can you tell? Of the, but, so it's, water conscious, but if you could probably pull that up, and it's a decent size. And the house is in great shape. My clients have only owned it for about 3 years, and they bought it, it had been just redone, so it looks pretty nice. So,
What part of Sherman Oaks? Good price?
where, I'm pulling comps right now, we'd like around 1.415.
What area in Sherman Oaks? North of the boulevard.
It's just south, it's on McConnell, which is like, it's on the border of being out of Sherman Oaks, but the whole neighborhood is all single family home. It's right smack in the middle of all the streets. So there's a lot of houses that have been renovated there that look like the farmhouse houses, that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
So, and then there's some originals. So that's why the comps are kind of.
Okay. All right, Nash, you want to talk about the retail?
Yes, so I spoke to Paula this morning, but I wanted to put it out there. I just acquired a commercial lease building. It's located downtown. This will probably be my first lease. Well, it is. So I need someone that can help go through that process with me, who specifically deals with commercial lease. So if you can just get my information from Paula, Joey, and we can discuss further.
Do you have any information about the lease itself?
No, not yet. Well, when I looked it up, it's about 26,000 square feet. It's 7 stories. But I need to confirm with my client.
All right.
Retail, warehouse, what is it?
Retail, is it retail, warehouse? What's it being used for now?
It's an office building. Yeah.
Great.
So it's a full gross lease.
I can't hear.
Yeah, she was asking if it's a triple net or agree lease or not. I would assume it's office space. Yeah. All right, Ash, anybody else have any pockets or pocket listings are coming soon? If not, we will move on to wants and needs. Yeah.
I have a weird.
Oh, geez.
I'm not quite sure how to deal with it, but under 10 million, single family, probably Beverly Hills needs to have a significant amount of parking. Got to be off market, maybe with a tenant in it. Reason being, it's I need to find a residence for a European consulate. And it takes a delegation to buy a property, and it will probably take a year for them to actually purchase the property, because they have to have a bunch of political people come over from Europe and look at it and make a decision. So something that's listed is not going to wait around for them. So if anybody has anybody, the office that I've moved the consulate to is in Brentwood, kind of on the border of Santa Monica. And although they love Hancock Park, the commute is probably a bit too much. But if anybody knows of anything a little closer to the west side, kind of Brentwood, Beverly Hills, probably avoiding the hills because parking can get a little funky, that may be coming up within the next 2 or 3 years. That's I'm serious. Like, they want to buy something, but the process is what it is. So if you've got anybody that's sort of like, maybe if I get the right price, I'll sell it.
I just had a friend of mine who did the same thing in New York, and it was a 4-year process.
Yeah, it's not quick. So just file it in the back of your mind. I'll mention it every couple of weeks in case you forget.
No, I think that's a good idea.
But they're thinking they want to stay under 10 million. They
I'm
did
sure.
just buy a property in New York for 26, but different level of diplomats. So
Yeah, they have to go to the UN, that diplomat.
yes, that diplomat does.
Uh,
Gets some fancy.
I get it. One understands. Anybody else wants needs? So,
Hi, everyone. I'm Chloe, and I just want to offer my service for open houses. You need any assistance?
you have successfully been holding open houses for several people.
Do you want to come here so the people?
No, she
We'll
was
break you
here.
through that.
Somebody wants your services for makeup for the headshot day. What would you charge? And
So,
people contact you. And the people might need that.
We'll think about that.
Yeah, I'll think about it. Yeah.
Who else? Anybody else wants needs? Fill the bucket. Anybody online have any wants or needs? Want to share? Anybody? Anybody? Okay. That means that we're going to wrap this up. Eileen, it was really nice seeing you. You have a good day.
Can I fill the bucket? Can I fill the bucket?
I want to fill the bucket for Larchmont escrow. I've had a tricky past 48 hours on something, and I want to thank Jonathan and David for both stepping up and being available, like literally immediately available, which is awesome, and getting involved early. So I want to thank them. Don't hesitate. I mean, they're in-house, but they're more than, it's not by default. They're here because they're the best. So use them, and they're really great.
Great to know. Thank you for sharing. Stacy.
All right, anybody else? All right, thank you all for being here today, and I look forward to hearing about your progress next week.
Thank you, Joey.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so my pleasure.
And it was so much fun to see everybody at the happy hour.
Happy hour, another success. Where's the pictures? We gotta get pictures. So good, so